I'm working hard. They say I'm hardly working.
Hey, what's going on, Raider Nation? Welcome to another video for the Black and Silver Way. It is your host, Dylan. Yesterday, there was definitely a lot of big things that happened yesterday. Three big signings. First one is Maurice Jones-Drew from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was actually drafted to the Jaguars 2006, and he played his last year in Jacksonville this year in 2013. Last year he had a sorry year. He didn't have a sorry year, but he didn't have a good a year as he wanted to have. He's been battling some injuries the last 2 years. He's 29 years old, but you know what? He's still got a lot left in the tank. He says he's got a lot of football to play, and growing up, he's actually from Oakland, and he grew up in Oakland, so he definitely loved the Oakland Raiders growing up, and it's his favorite team always. So now the Raiders have agreed to terms with him on a 3-year deal, and he's already said that he's going to plan on retiring out. So if the Raiders don't re-sign him, he's not going to go anywhere else. So we have Maurice Jones-Drew at running back. It's going to be battling it out with Darren McFadden. So if Darren McFadden gets hurt, or if Maurice Jones-Drew starts over Darren McFadden, we're going to see how it works out. But that seems like it's going to be a good duo in the backfield. Probably the best in the NFL. We don't really have a team right now doesn't have two big starters like that, like Maurice Jones-Drew and Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden has a lot to live up to, but we'll definitely see how that plays out in camp. Maurice Jones-Drew has, like I said, has always wanted to be a Raider, and it's very exciting to see him gonna be a part of the Raider Nation finally, and you know he's gonna give it 100%. I've seen the videos on him. He wants to be here, and that's the main thing why I think they brought him in, guys, is because he's been a Raider fan his whole life, and now he has a chance to put on the silver and black uniform. He's going to be going really hard. He's going to try his hardest, he said, and he's really excited to just put that uniform on and to play games and be out there in Oakland. So I can't wait to see what Maurice Jones-Drew is going to bring to the table for our team. The other signing that I thought we were going to pretty much lose is defensive lineman Pat Sims. Pat Sims was definitely a good addition to our team last year. I think he led us in sacks on the defensive line, if I'm not mistaken, over Lamar Houston. He had a really good year with us. I didn't expect much from him, but he definitely stepped up to the plate, and he was going to be testing out free agency this year. And a lot of teams didn't even bid on him in the free agency, or if he got an offer, it was pretty lowball. They didn't think he was going to bring a lot to the table. So he's very underrated, and he ended up contacting the Oakland Raiders and said, hey, if you guys send me a deal for, you know, a decent price, I'll sign back with you guys for another year. I'm on board. So that's exactly what Reggie McKenzie did. He decided to go ahead and re-sign Pat Sims to a 1-year deal. So congratulations for Pat Sims to put the silver and black on for 1 more year. The last signing that Reggie McKenzie did was defensive lineman C.J. Wilson. He's from the Packers, so definitely Reggie McKenzie has a lot of experience with those players from the Green Bay Packers. So he's another ex-Packer. He did 4 seasons with them, and he actually started during the Super Bowl. And he's been in some big games, guys. He's been a good competitor on the line, and he's very consistent. And it's something that it's a good addition to the line. I mean, we're adding so much defense on that line, guys. It's ridiculous how many linemen we have. And that's one thing that we're going to be going after is the quarterback, guys. We got to get to the quarterback, so that's why he's stacking up the line. And this guy is really excited to be a Raider. He's really excited to be working with Reggie McKenzie again. He quote-unquote said, it feels great to be a Raider. I'm excited to help the team win and ready to come make some noise. So he knows that we're the underdogs of the league. We need some help, and he's definitely going to bring his A-game, guys. So I'm really excited to see what C.J. Wilson could bring to the table. Good signing, Reggie. Also yesterday, guys, some really big news that shocked everybody. It really didn't shock me that much because I knew it was going to happen. There's just too much rumors and speculations going around for it not to be true. So the Philadelphia Eagles straight up on Twitter announced yesterday that they have released their star wide receiver, Desean Jackson. Desean Jackson is only 27 years old. You know, he does have an attitude problem for what I've heard, and he does hang out with some kind of ghetto people in LA on the offseason, but either way, guys, he never gets in trouble, and he works hard. He's coming off one of his best years in the NFL last year, and it's very shocking to me that the Eagles say that they released him because of gang ties in LA. That's definitely just an excuse. I think they just want to go ahead and, you know, get someone that could really be like a tall catcher. Chip Kelly has a vision, and they're kind of rebuilding themselves over in Philadelphia, so they decided to part ways with Desean Jackson. What Desean Jackson can bring to the table is he's very good on the streaks. He's very fast. He's one of the fastest NFL players. One of the fastest players in the NFL. So what they do is they have to double team him. A corner and a safety have to really pay attention to him on those streaks, and it could drive the ball. It could drive the attention down the field while we bring it up the middle. So Desean Jackson is a big threat. There's about 9 teams right now that have been going after him already since yesterday and have showed interest. But the Raiders have been interested in this for the last week or so. It's been speculated that they're going to do a trade for him. But at the same time, Reggie McKenzie doesn't want to give up any more trade picks, so trading was out of the option. They were waiting for him to be released. Now that he's released, I've already heard that the Raiders have contacted him. And the big thing right now that I've been contributing to and the whole Raider Nation have been contributing to is if you go on Twitter, #DJax2Oakland, it's over 55,000 tweets, guys, in the last day, overnight. 55,000 tweets of Djax to Oakland. I've been doing it all morning. Everyone's been doing it all morning. The Raider Nation has been pulling together. We need to sign this guy. This is a veteran. This is a guy that has a lot of room still to grow. He was on the Pro Bowl last year. He has a lot of veteran experience. And plus, when he was younger, he was a Raider fan living out in Los Angeles, California. So it just all makes sense to me, guys. This guy could be a Raider. He could be a starter. It's ridiculous. If we bring in another veteran to the wide receiver core, it's going to help out Rod Streeter. It's going to help out Denarius Moore, Andre Holmes. We will be freaking stacked, guys. And I'm going to get really excited if we end up pulling Desean Jackson on board as well. That's a big name, and that's a big player, and he's got a lot of speed, guys. It will definitely be ridiculous. In my opinion already, we have the most talent we've ever had on the Raiders in over 10 years, since the Super Bowl, guys. We've never had this many free agents come in one off season. I know we haven't seen them all play together, and I'm not trying to get your hopes really high, guys, but you can definitely smile about it because we've never had this much talent come in all at once. So I don't know what to expect next year. Are we going to make the playoffs? Are we going to miss the playoffs? Are we going to go farther than just the first round of the playoffs? Who knows? But Desean Jackson coming to Oakland, it's very likely, guys. Ian Rappaport, the NFL reporter, has reported that he already knows about this whole trend thing, Djax to Oakland, and the Raiders organization found out, and it's all over that the Raider fans are pushing the hardest for him right now. They're showing him the most love. And that's exactly what a player wants to see. If the player's organization and all their fan base is just trending on Twitter worldwide, I mean, you got to go to Oakland. And first of all, he wants to be back in California. I know that he's going to go with the Oakland Raiders over the Carolina Panthers, over the Jets, over the Browns, over the Bills, any kind of other random team like that. We have a rich history of winning, and we're going to try and turn this thing around. He's going to say, look, they've had a really good free agency so far too, and we haven't even hit the draft yet. We might get Sammy Watkins or even another receiver or even Derek Carr. I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but so far, free agency has definitely went our way, and I'm glad that Reggie McKenzie has turned shit around. I really am surprised of how good our free agency has been, and I'm pretty excited. You guys should be too, and that's it. I gotta go to work, Raider Nation. I will let you guys know the news on Desean Jackson and any of the upcoming things. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share on Twitter, share with your friends, share on Facebook, share this video out. If you guys like Raider bloggers or anything like that, I'm trying to get passes to the training camp this year. Hopefully I can, so I can give you guys some footage, and it'd just be a cool experience for the whole channel, and it would grow a lot. And I'm getting subscribers every day, so I appreciate that. I love the off season. I'm really excited, guys. Got season tickets. It can't get better than that. So one nation, one love. I'm out. Peace, Raider Nation.